Hey, what's up? It's been a while. I'm back. Uh, Honestly, I haven't done any of these because I don't know what to talk about. I have no idea what to talk about. I don't know where to go to. I mean, okay. Truth is, I got ideas. I really do. Just don't know how well they're going to come across because I would like this channel when it comes to my commentary to be interactive. I would like it to be viewer driven, viewer powered. I just don't watch WWE. I don't watch AEW. I just can't. I have standards. And every time I have thought about the past 2 weeks of watching it just for Jake Roberts and Arn Anderson and Lance Archer, I forget that it's on a Wednesday and I forget the time and all that. I'm usually on like Monday through Sunday. I'm preparing for CR Fire Pro, the Road TV, thinking about things for Pain and Agony Wrestling. So that's the truth. And I'm also trying to get into this RPG Maker. So I'm trying to get into that too. Today I'm gonna talk about what's happened with Kimura Hana, her death. A lot of people, is pretty much they just want to hear how she died, what she do to kill herself, things like that. Um, I'm not gonna come at it from that angle because it's not important. It's not important at all. Really, it's not. It's not important. So I decided to just. I'm like, let me go to Wiki. Let me figure this out. See what's going on. Cursory glance. Maybe it'll say what happened. So it says here death because I'm sure this is going to come down. This is going to come down at some point. Uh, on May 23rd, 2020, it was reported that Kimura had died at the age of 22. Hours earlier, Kimura posted self harm images and tweeted, and has her tweet here. I'm not showing it, I'm just reading it. You can look it up on Wiki while it's still here. Nearly 100 frank opinions every day. I couldn't deny they hurt me. Die. You are disgusting. You should disappear. I believe these things about myself more than they did. Thank you, Mother, for the gift of life. My whole life I wanted to be loved. Thank you to everyone who supported me. I love you all. I'm sorry for being weak. Hana Kimura, Twitter. Her last Instagram stories and photo were posted with her cat and a caption in Japanese translated as follows: I love you. Have fun and live a long time. I'm sorry. Hana Kimura, Instagram. She's held numerous titles with Dramatic Dream Team, JPW, Joshi Pro Wrestle. Um, Pro Wrestling Illustrated has given her, number 60, number 61, top 100 female wrestlers in 2018 and 19. World Wonder Ring Stardom. She's held numerous titles, tag team titles, but you know what? Honestly, the best titles she ever had, the best titles that she ever had was teaming with her mom, wrestling against her mom, you know, and retiring her mom, per se. Um, that's the real championship. That's the real championship. Like Vader, Vader wrestled with his son. He got the tag team with his son. Nothing major, nothing big, but it happened. His son gets to have that memory. His son can live on happy. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Um, but people, they say poor Hana, poor Kimura-san, poor Hana Kimura, poor Kimura Hana. Oh, poor her, poor girl. I'm gonna come at this real, okay? And I do feel some things. I never knew her, never watched her, because Stardom is that closed off. Um, my heart doesn't go out to Hana Kimura, not at all. I don't feel anything for Hana Kimura. Not like that. What I feel for is Kimura Kyoko. That's who I feel for. Her mother, Kyoko. I feel for her because she has to live in this pain. Her daughter took her own life, or anyone would take her life. Her daughter, one way or another, is dead. Yes, I knew it was a suicide, most likely. But her daughter is gone. You know, she loved her daughter, helped train her daughter, wrestled with her daughter, had beautiful times with her daughter, and all of that is gone. Can you imagine the pain that Kyoko's feeling? No, you can't. And for those that can, because they might have gone through it or close enough, you should be hearing me. Because that's who you feel for. That's who you send your well wishes to. That's who you send your apologies, your condolences. That's who you send it to. Because she's going to hurt until she's dead. She's going to be in pain until her days end. Her daughter's pain and suffering is over. Hers is truly just beginning, and there's no death match that she's ever been in that can half-ass equate to the pain that she's going through right now. That's just the truth. That's truth for you right there. Now, a lot of people might disagree with me on this because they've been trained to disagree with this. But for Kimura Hana, when I read the part where she says, "I'm sorry for being weak." No. Do you know it takes not a level of weakness, not a level of bravery, not a level of cowardice. It takes a strong level of despair to take your own life. You have to severely, legitimately believe that there is nothing left. And that's personal. How you feel about things is not how they feel. And that's the problem with people that are suicidal. Everyone else wants to call them a coward. You're going to kill yourself, you're a coward. And when you do that, you're just adding to their reasoning for doing it. That's all you're doing is saying, hey, let me push you forward. Let me help you get closer to that cliff. That's all you're doing. Because people who are that close, they don't need that, and they don't need to hear that dumb line of you have everything to live for. They don't need that. They need somebody to hear them. They need to hear somebody turn off that pain. They need to hear somebody understand what they're going through and show them a legitimate way out. When you're online, and everything now is social media, every little keyboard warrior out there can't wait to send a death threat, say something mean, because they themselves ain't worth anything at all. Die. Go die. You're worthless. You're nasty to look at. We don't like your voice. We don't like your face. You messed up here, so we're going to demonize you everywhere. Every single one of them are the cowards. Not the one that commits suicide. The coward is the one that can demonize and destroy somebody and laugh about it. That's the coward. For when they need help, when they're in trouble, they want that help, but they also have that guilt. They're not going to reach out because they got that guilt. It's just like every movie you see, every TV show you see, when the bad guy is all in charge with the gun and cocky, and all of a sudden the good guy gets the gun, the bad guy's defenseless, now the bad guy wants to beg off. And a lot of you might say, well, that's just the movies. No, that's real life. I've seen it. That's real life. And I love, even in real life, when they're the ones on the defense and they put that bravado up, that little fake courage of do it, because they think you won't. Or that's that fight or flight. They're in that fight mode, but they know they can't do anything about it. So it's like, get it over with. They don't even know what they're thinking. They just know, get it, do it. It's right here. It's like fighting out of a corner. There's so many things, so much nuance, but nobody's thinking about that. She died. She took her life. She's a coward. She calls herself weak because she's been programmed to think that it was weak. Before she dies, she tells everyone, I'm sorry. Who's apologizing to her? Who is apologizing right now? Who's harmed her with their bullshit words? Who's apologizing to her? Nobody. Not one of those jerks that said anything hurtful to her is apologizing. They don't even care. They will push you off a ledge and then laugh at you and then say, well, that person wasn't worth much anyway. They killed themselves. So when they are given exactly the very things that they say, I wasn't serious about it. It was just a joke. They're cowards. Kimura will always be 1,000 times braver than everyone that had something negative to say about her. I didn't know her. If she did garbage wrestling, hey, I wouldn't want her to die. I would tell her to quit. And let me tell you one more thing here. Nobody is more critical of themselves than themselves. That person, every wrestler is critical of themselves. Every artist, critical. Writer, critical. They are beating their heads against the wall. They are fighting out of self-doubt. They are fighting those voices in the back of their head saying they can't do it. This is ugly. This isn't good enough. It could be a masterpiece. It could be what they write, what they draw, what they create, what they do in that ring, what they do on the field of any kind. It could be amazing. But they'll see every little tiny, minuscule, microscopic flaw, and they will dump on themselves 1,000 times. And while they are in the pit of despair because they know where they messed up, here come the little Twitter and Instagram cowards. Your art sucks. You don't know what to do. You can't write. You can't draw. You can't wrestle. Give up. Die. Kill yourself. Why don't you go into a home and burn? All that stuff. That's what they do. So you got someone who's already defeated getting kicked by thousands of people. Now, there's a solution. And this is what I want everyone out there to hear. I want you all to hear me. If you're on Twitter, if you're on Instagram, YouTube, it doesn't matter what social media platform you're on. This is what you need to do. You do your thing and you might post it. You might show off. You might ask things about it. When you get one of those death threats or you suck or LOL, what's this? Or just an LOL, block them. Hit the block button. Mute them, block them. It don't matter. Get them out of your life. You do not need it. If someone cannot give you constructive criticism, then you need to get rid of them. If you did some kind of work by any means, somewhere, by any scale, any level, yeah, you're going to know what you did wrong. And you're going to put it up there because you want eyes on it. And there's nothing wrong with that. I encourage it. Don't stop. You get you out there. You make sure everyone know what you do, what you like, what you love. There's only one you, and let us see it. Let us know it. But when they get up there and they got their crap to say, block them. Now, if they come up there, don't be a little sensitive little bitch. That's different. If they come up there and they say, oh, that looks all right, but why didn't you do this? It might look better if you did that. And you could easily just say, hey, I didn't think of that, but it might be cool. I might try it with that. Or didn't think of it, and that's it. Don't sit there and say, oh, they found a flaw and they pointed it out and they threw out a correction. I'm not happy. This is terrible. No, that's on you. That's on you. Now, if they're going to sit there and say this stuff and put some LOLs with it or laughy emojis, block them. Seriously. Is it really worth it? You could call them out if you want. You could. You could just say, hey, why are you doing that? What are you getting out of trying to hurt me? Maybe, just maybe, they don't know that they're hurting you. To them, from their world, from how they're raised online, honestly, you got assholes raising people to be assholes. They might be saying, that's cool, laugh out loud, just keep it lighthearted. That's really what they're trying to say. Maybe that's what it is, but you know what? It don't come across that way. So you people out there that might want to, don't put the LOLs. If you really mean what you say, don't put the LOL. Just leave that out. Just leave it out. Because it comes across as, that's cool, but it's a joke. I do not take it serious. That's what LOL means. Laugh out loud. That means it's funny. Think about what you're doing before you do it. You may not mean to be, mean. And it might come across the wrong way. But man, when you do it and you won't stop, wrestling terms, that's when you become the heel. That's you being the heel. If you don't want to stop being the heel, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Who damaged you? I would like to do other things. I would like to get more stuff out there for you. I would like to talk about a lot of stuff. I don't want to just do Fire Pro only. I got thoughts on things. I just don't know if it's worth it, really. That's really it. If there's something you want me to talk about, send me a Twitter. Send it to me, send it as a private message, DM or PM, whichever it is, direct message or private message on Twitter. You can do that, and just say, hey, what are your thoughts on this? I might have to research it some, but hey, it could be a move. It could be a certain wrestler. It could be a certain situation, an act or something, but I'm not going to know what interests you if you don't tell me what does. And I don't want to just sit up here and just do random stuff. I just really don't want to I don't want to do random stuff up here. I really don't. I want to talk on the things that you want to talk about. I just don't watch AEW. If I got to start watching it again, fine. I will do that if I have to. But I don't need you to want me to watch stuff that I don't want to watch just because it's funny to you. Because if that's all you're doing, you're just, trolling me like that, truthfully, go fuck yourself. Get the fuck out my life. I'm serious. That's why I stopped doing the AEW watch-alongs, because people were being assholes. They were being dicks and they knew it. And I have better standards than to sit there and watch a show with a bunch of dicks. I got better things to do than watch some garbage crap wrestling with people that are assholes. That's the truth. So let me know what you would like for me to talk about. You can check out my Minds, area. Tell me tell me what you think about that. There are wrestling innovations up there. I haven't done them in a while. I've been feeling defeated on that. So with that said, I'm gonna get up out of here. It's been a while, and this one's been long. So this has been Cedric Kennedy for CR Wrestling Commentary, saying thank you for listening. Please like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Please share it. If you like what I got to say, please share it. Timestamp it and share it or something. But suicide isn't cowardice. It's cowardice of the people to push people to commit suicide. Stop being trolls. Stop being jerks. If you can't say anything nice at all, shut the fuck up. Goodbye.